You poor old dear. Is it possible to have outdone yourself on the second episode? Battered Tat, ladies and gentlemen. 1979 SIEL mono synthesizer. Oh my god. I found this in a barn. I could not make it up. I found this in a barn. Language warning. 3, 2, 1. Covered in... I literally... You can still blow the dirt away. Fresh out of the barn. I had to bring it home. I couldn't see it suffer anymore. What a shame! Like, a lot of this stuff is a shame, but musical instruments... it just upsets me seeing musical instruments in that state. I had to bring it home. I may restore it. I don't really know what I can do with it. It's rusty. I mean, that is actual rust. It's not pitting. So obviously to do that, I would have to destroy all of this. So I think a bloody good clean and replace that is in order, because it's got a little joystick. Everything's very stiff. Everything's very crunchy. And I need to confess to you that there's been some bodgery. The only way I could get this to work, the fuse holder is as dodgy as anything. I need to replace it. In the meantime, the only way I could get this to work, it's not touching the cone, by the way, it's touching the surround, was to jam a screwdriver there to poke the fuse in. But once you do that, let's... So, this thing that I'm still learning to use, so don't give me too much grief, please. Just still getting the hang of it. It's definitely seen better days. It's definitely not a completely happy set of chips either. Some parts of this just don't work. It's times like now that I desperately wish I had Look Mum No Computer's brain, because that guy just seems to be able to make anything work. But see, it's dead as a doornail now. It's definitely not one of those barn finds that you just flick the key and she fires up like it's 1979. It will either work or it won't work. Yeah, so right now, very typically, it is as dead as a doornail. And that's on the preset sounds as well. Let me... Hang on a moment. These... See, I've got a dodgy switch there. Do you see that? Okay. Of course. Of course. I go to show you guys. And of course it's playing up. I should mention, this is Italian and it's entirely electrical. So anyone who's been around an Alfa Romeo should understand the phrase carrying out a certain bodily function into the wind is pretty appropriate right now. I'm just trying to... This is really embarrassing because that literally just worked. And now it's as dead as a dodo. Dirty volume control, maybe? Back in a moment, folks. Righto, that settles it. There's something really, really wrong with this. So, it is as dead as a doornail. Doesn't matter what you do. I think it's something to do with the envelope circuit. There you go. See, it's come back now. These were beautiful synthesizers in their day. Dead. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Still dead. Move it up slightly, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. See what I mean? I think we've got a bit of an iffy set of connections somewhere, but it was such a... It's very capable. Look at all the waveforms it can do. And I'm not wanting this to be like the organ sketch from Men Behaving Badly. I'm. Let's go for a sawtooth. Oh no, sawtooth's off. We've run out of sawtooth. There we go. It's a bit more like it. It also has a thing called an animator, which is like a chorus, to compensate from the fact that it's a monophonic synthesizer. Ooh. Yeah, I'm a total ignoramus when it comes to synthesizers, but I saved this one from going in the bin, so I don't really care. It's not going in the bin, that's what matters. So I've just turned noise on. Feedback loop of some description. Yeah, see, I've got that cranked up way too high, but just adds a bit of nastiness into the sound. And then, yeah, the animator is like a kind of like a chorus effect, but again, variable. Let's get rid of the noise for a moment. Yeah, that slight, almost flangey sound. That's nice. Ooh. Yeah, see. It just stopped working again. Anyway, this is a very long, rambly battered tat. But there are too many features to show you in such a short video, and I can't play the synthesizer. As much as I'd love to be like Geddy Lee, where I can play 6 different instruments at once, I'm afraid I can't. However, it does work. It's just janky. And quite frankly, it's been in that barn for however many years. I don't blame it. See, it's even the portmanteau works. And if I remember rightly, if you set the sustain and the release, ready? Come on. What more could you want? Make all manner of... Oh, alright, okay. Well now, let's calm down. Yeah, make all manner of annoying sounds to piss your neighbours off with. Ooh, I like that. But, so the interesting thing is, yeah, it's not polyphonic. See, it just throws a temper tantrum when you try to play more than one note. And the reason for that is that they had a much more expensive synthesizer for sale that could do polyphonic. And then they had a thing called the Cruise. So you had the mono, oh no. I knew I was going to forget this halfway through the video. The mono, I want to say orchestra, something like that. And then the Cruise, which was the polyphonic one that I just mentioned, and the mono in one synthesizer. For some reason, I presume the mono's very good at making sounds, and the other one, I'll put it in the description. Anyway, yeah, so this beautiful old dear that has that problem going on. Has that thing going on where everything sounds the same, but that is probably me not using the filters and things properly. Or the oscillators. It's gone again. Dead. Ah! I think we're onto something here. That's a square wave. Right. I think most of them are gone, so let's actually have a proper play with it, shall we? Right. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to find all this hardware from and stuff like that, but got to be worth a go. I get the feeling this was one of those sort of synthesizers that was really useful, but never really mentioned. But anyway, yeah. Long story cut short, this is a late 70s synthesizer, and it had no business rotting away in a barn, having birds crap all over it, and potentially rats eventually find their way in through the plastic end mouldings and eat all the wiring. Just seemed a criminal way to go. So now... is what it is. This is a very sweary video. I'm gonna have to put a warning at the start of this. Anyway, 1979 SIEL mono Battered Tat, episode 2. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all keeping well. I'm really infused at the moment, and I really want to do a lot more of these videos, so hopefully we'll be able to. That'd be nice. I don't really care that not many people watch them. It's a very enjoyable thing to do. At the end of the day, why else would you get into doing something like YouTube unless you enjoyed it? This all needs some switch spray. Right, sleep tight. More to come. So, second video that I filmed tonight that's got a addendum at the end of it. That polyphonic synthesizer was the SIEL orchestra. So there's that. I definitely wasn't using the envelopes and the oscillators correctly. That synthesizer is astonishingly versatile. If you go on YouTube and just type in SIEL mono, there is a chap who does a wonderful demonstration of one. And it just blows your mind, the different sounds that thing is capable of. And I'm amazed I'd never heard of one before. I'm well into my old synths. I'm actually well into music, and I play a couple of instruments. so standard, but I play a couple of instruments. And yeah, long story cut short, I've always been really into the synthesizer, but I just cannot play keyboard instruments. I'm just useless at it. But I love the way they sound, and I thought, oh, that'd be a nice way to get into it, and then I made a fool of myself on the internet. So there's that. Apologies for the sweariness. I'm going to dip the swear words out, but just in case any of them slip the net, I apologise. That's not my plan with this channel. I want it to be family friendly. So yeah, won't be doing any more of that. Going to try not to F and Jeff. And I also probably should get rid of some of the dust on this old Roberts R600, which is my daily driver radio when I'm down here. If I want to listen to music, I made myself a micro transmitter that I've lost. Awesome, cool. So I can't use this at the moment, but yeah, a nice satisfying dust to get rid of video. See, there is a dial under there somewhere. Poor old girl. Probably the next video, a shootout with that. Roberts versus Grundig. A battle of the ages? A battle of the aged. There we go. That's what we'll call it. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks when I can find 20 minutes to slash out a couple of these videos. Hope you've enjoyed them. Thank you very much. Take care.